Hey guys, welcome back to Medical Coding with Blue. Today's episode is a bonus episode. I will still be here at 7:30 at the premiere for Q&A Tuesday, so I'm looking forward to seeing all of you there. This is going to be in response to a comment that I got, and I think that it's important for everybody to hear the response to this comment. But if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Blue. I'm a medical coder. I've been a medical coder for over 10 years. I hope you'll take a second and hit that subscribe button and the like button if this video helps you at the end, and I hope you'll share it. The reason that I created my channel was because I like to share the things that I know. There's not a whole lot of us on YouTube that are active medical coders. And so because of that, I like to be able to share all the stuff that I go through. So just in case you are brand new or you're a veteran, that this is sort of a thing that you can go to, a reference that you can have if you have a question or whatever the case may be. So the reason for my video today, I have had a recurring series on my channel called Quiz Fridays. Okay, and Quiz Fridays are like 10 questions, 10 coding questions that I ask, and I will do the quiz on Friday, and then I will present the answers on Monday. And I had been doing this for quite a few months, okay? And now let me get to the comment so that I can address the rest of it, okay? So the comment today on one of the videos was, you started this channel free of charge with quizzes. Now we have to pay for this information? I'm confused. Okay, first of all, I did not start my channel with quizzes. The quizzes came after a request I had gotten from a viewer asking if I would do quizzes on Friday and then like do the answers on a Monday. And I thought, hey, that's a great idea. I had been doing it, and you can go back on my videos. They go back quite a ways. I have, 290? Yeah, I have 290 videos up. If you look back, you'll see that I didn't get into Quiz Friday until later on. And the quizzes, like I said, started with the premise of, oh, this would be great to, add to the videos that I do, because in the beginning, I sort of was afraid that I was going to run out of content to talk about. But clearly, as you guys can see, if you've watched any of my videos, it is very easy to come up with lots of good content to come out with. And that is my goal, is to make sure that I'm coming out with good and quality content. It's never, ever, ever to be about sensational topics or anything like that. It is to give you guys the real talk. It is to give you guys the truth about medical coding and the lifestyle and everything else that goes along with it. Because there are a lot of things that are sort of blown out of proportion as far as like benefits and pros and cons to being in the medical field, medical coding field, at least. So that aside, like I said, I did not start off with the quizzes. That was not how I started my channel. I started with my channel with telling you guys about myself, and what sort of things that I wanted to talk about with you guys. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, I have never, ever asked anybody for anything in return. Never. And I will never ask for anybody for anything in return. I created a Patreon channel because I was requested by a viewer to create a Patreon channel. They wanted to pay for content that was exclusive and something that was original and away from the YouTube channel. So I said, okay. So I had started putting it out. Well, I haven't really made it a big deal as far as like, pushing out the word that I have a Patreon channel and things like that. I hadn't been doing that. Well, now I am, because I am starting to learn. And if you noticed, from the time I started till now, my videos have gotten a lot better as far as like the quality, and then of course turning the camera different ways, and the thumbnails and everything else. So each time things get progressively better. I started to really look at what was getting views on my channel, because as of the last Answer Monday, which was on March the 2nd, that was the last time I did a quiz, And so the last time I had an answer Monday, it has to this date, and we are April 28th. Yes, we are on April 28th. The last time I did Answer Monday was on March the 2nd. And this was the answers for the quiz. And that video only had 78 views. 78 views. And my videos have started to pick up a lot of steam and started to get a lot more views in the time. But to put it in context, that video was put out on March the 2nd, 2020. It is April 28th, 2020. And it only has 78 views. The last Quiz Friday, where I'm actually talking it out in video, was 103 views with only 7 likes on January 17th. And that Answer Monday episode only got 2 likes. And then the Quiz Friday before that only had 63 views with 4 likes on January the 10th. So as opposed to the video that I had put out 2 days before that called Getting into Medical Coding Later in Life, and it currently has 824 views with 83 likes. So my question is this: why would I spend my time posting videos that are clearly not being watched on YouTube? That's the question. I'm trying to make more efficient use of my time on YouTube. Clearly, there was not feedback about the quizzes, very few and far in between. The likes count was very low versus my regular videos where I'm talking about the field, I'm talking about my experience, I'm talking about a day in the life of a medical coder, I'm talking about getting into school, I'm talking about all of these other things which have a greater response versus videos that are not getting responses at all. And I spend time creating these things, okay? And again, I've never asked for anything in return. I am making you aware that I have a Patreon channel if you want to subscribe to my Patreon channel. I haven't really gone into that, and I've had that Patreon channel for quite some time. I still only have 15 subscribers, which I am very grateful for. I get so excited when I get new subscribers. And that channel is still developing too. I'm still learning how to put things on there and what should I put and what should I do and things like that. But if I'm going to concentrate on, spending my time, which I freely give to you guys. You send me questions by email, and if they're thoughtful enough, I do respond. You guys know that. And I respond quickly. You guys comment and I respond quickly, whether it's giving you a heart or giving you a response. And most of the time I respond. Very few times will I just give only a heart. And if they do, it's because it's just a comment, and sometimes I will say thank you, it just depends on what the comment is, because sometimes people are just leaving comments, and which is great. The thing about it is I'm looking for ways to grow my channel naturally. And of course, I have to go with what you guys are telling me that you want. The way you're telling me that you don't want those quizzes is by not viewing them. And then when people do view them, then they're very critical of them, which I don't mind. You can be critical of me all you want to, and that's okay. I can take criticism. What I can't take is when people are very quiet about their criticism and don't tell me what the issue is, because I'll have 4 people like a video and then 1 person dislikes it, and then I have 75% that like it. Really? After I've spent hours doing that quiz, I spent hours putting it together. I spent hours coming up with a rationale so that I can explain it to you all. And that's the response that I get. Okay, so I'm going to put my energy and my focus on people who actually want to be there and want to spend their time and energy and money and everything else there with me. That's why I do it that way. And I never said that I was going to stop doing quizzes. I never said that I was going to stop doing them. In fact, I'm still doing back to the basics and trying to explain things. Again, I'm still taking a lot more criticism than I do when I do regular videos where I'm talking about my experience. Yes, sometimes the videos that I get the most heat on is the one where I talk about remote medical coding or money, which lack of, because I never talk about money. I don't need to sensationalize just to get views. And that's not where I am. I'm not a sellout. I will never, ever be a sellout. That's that above everything else, that's number one. I will never be a sellout. I will always do things. And it doesn't matter how much criticism I get as far as like the education, because I know that education is touching some people. Now, I'm investing myself and my time. Now, if I want to spend that time giving it to people who are supporting me, that's my choice. That's my choice. Now, I want each and every single one of you here. I really do. Because I remember what it's like when people weren't there and you have to sort of figure this stuff out on your own. That's why I'm here. That's why I want to share all of this information. But I will not be told that, oh, you started it with the free and then now you want us to pay. I never said that I wanted y'all to pay. I will give y'all that option. That Patreon channel is an option there. But it's not that, hey, I want all you guys to do that and I'm going to stop talking about education stuff. It's not true. You can look at all my other videos and see how I've still continued to give you guys education and not ask you for anything in return. So I'm just saying, okay, and I'm not gonna talk about this anymore because it's really upsetting. So I'm just saying. But yes, I will continue to give education as I see fit on YouTube. I will continue to do quizzes on Patreon because, again, Patreon, that's where I'm getting the most support. Okay? As far as like for my time. Okay? And I will, like I said, I will continue to do what I do here, you know. And, you know, I mean, you can like it or you cannot like it. I mean, I'm being real and I have never, ever been fake. So I'm just saying. And I will go ahead and wrap this one up, but I will see y'all again tonight and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.